Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. It is absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with you. Wonderful to be able to say hi, what you doing, what's happening, what is going on. I love, 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 love the opportunity to be with you. I do. I really do. And so I'm extremely grateful for you showing up the way that you do, for you being, oh, why is it like that? For you being who you are and how you are and all those kinds of things. So thank you, thank you, thank you for just being you. Thank you for just being you. Let me turn you around, flip you up. There you go. What is happening? For those of you who will be live, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a blessing to have you live. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it, I love it, I love it. For those of you who will, I'm doing something right. I'm probably looking distracted. There we go. Okay. I didn't even know you could do that. For those of you who will be, all right, so it looks like we're going to be able to do it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on, and I might not never know you on, I appreciate you for doing what works for you. And for those of you who will be used by Papa somewhere down the road, and I really gonna need that at some point. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being in the role that you are in. Thank you for being in that role. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you. And so today we've got some special things happen today. The supporters and sponsors. Today we are going to celebrate our sponsors of the More Love Please movement. Yay! Yes, 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 and yes. And I'm not looking at y'all, so I don't know who came in. Let me get to that page. Lots of people. Good morning, Judith. Hey, Dorian. Brian. Hey, hey, hey. Tisha's in the house. Scribes in the house. And Sherry Naylor is in the house. Thank y'all for bearing with me because y'all know this girl be doing all kinds of stuff. I love it, though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Today we're doing lots of things. So we are celebrating our sponsors today. Be sure to join us as we are in celebration of our sponsors today. So you want to make sure to join us. And I thought, let's see, yeah, here we go. So if you've been to my webpage or my Facebook page, you'll see that yes, we are celebrating our sponsors today. It's going to be a long show today. So we actually are going to be on for a full hour today in dedication for our sponsors and those like that. So we want to give you actually a sneak preview also of the sponsors. So thank you to our sponsors in advance for sponsoring the More Love Please movement. And y'all know I'm absolutely wearing my shirt today, More Love Please, because we are celebrating the movement. Good morning, Devira L. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we are saying thank you in advance for our sponsors. Look, so we're going to jump right into the show where I'm going to go back and forth with sponsors and all this other stuff that I'm doing over here this morning. Eccentric trait. This eccentric trait, I'm inviting all of us to increase our capacity for this, to grow in this way. A decreased care of others' opinion. Now, I'm not one of those people who would say I don't care about others' opinion. I don't care what people think about me because it's not true. Not for me, it's not true. I do care, especially for those who know me. For those who know me, I would shudder at the thought that they thought I was unkind and mean and untrustworthy and all those kinds of things. That I wouldn't sleep well if people who knew me well had those thoughts of me, right? So, and I'm not talking about people who got some problems or got some issues. I'm talking about solid people. Like if they think that of me, I need to go back to the table and do some work Because now, and even if people who run into me on the street, now I'm not really moved by their opinion, but if I overhear, oh, she is mean, I would be wondering like, what happened that because that's not the impression. I don't want people to have that experience with me. I'm not trying to own other people's experience. I'm just trying to take care of my stuff. Like if I got something that's giving off that vibe, or if I'm coming off, or if I whatever, I want to correct it because I want to show up in the world that honors this breath that I get to breathe, that honors Papa's creation. I don't want to show up in the world and I'm leaving what is it, carnage, and dead bodies, dead souls, dead minds, dead. I don't want to. That's not how I intend ever to show up in the world. So when I say a decreased care about others' opinion, it's to why I didn't say, I don't care about others, because I do. I really do. It matters to me that those who know me experience me in the way that I want to show up. I want to show up as supportive. I want to show up as loving. I want to show up as authentic. I want to show up as real. That's authentic. I want to show up as caring, as kind, as pragmatic. Let's see what else. Trustworthy, faithful, dependable, all those kinds of things. I do want to show up in life that way. Fun, loving, engaging, inquisitive, perseverant, a trip at times, like decisive, knowing what I want. So I want to show up in those ways. I'm going to be added value. Those are my intentions. And so that's the bar I set for myself. So if I'm not showing up in that way, I want some feedback. I want some feedback either way, right? If I'm meeting the mark, you can let me know I'm meeting the mark. But if I'm not meeting the mark, you can say, hey, I thought this was your goal, but this is what I experienced. And then I'm going to take that for what it's worth, right? If you're the kind of person who are consistent and you do some self-reflections and you're not a person who projects. Like some people can tell me that they experienced this from me and they don't really have nothing to do with me. It's their stuff. I'm just saying. And I'm okay with their feedback because then I know what they're experiencing. I'm going to turn on the fan because it's kind of hot in here. I'm not even sure what's happening. Because even something like that, like if I was real overly concerned about what other people think, I wouldn't have got up and cut on the fan. It's like, okay, you got 10 more minutes or whatever. You can't get up. You're going to just have to be hot and sweating and wiping your... No, I'm not. I'm going to get up and turn on the fan because it's hot, whatever, in here. And anyway, so yes. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the other people's opinion and decreased care of other people's opinion and all those kinds of things? So why I said eccentric is because if you do any study on people who have a high trait of eccentricity, they live longer. They rarely, if ever, go see the doctor, but they live longer. Now they're different. They are different. They move to the beat of their own drum. They do. They do what works for them. And then they're extreme eccentric. It gets a little problematic because they literally don't care what anybody thinks at all about anything. So that can be problematic in relationships, but for them as individuals, it works because they live long, they live well, they're happy, they're satisfied, they're free, they're pleased, they're all of those kinds of things. But I also want to be the person who care enough to be inconvenienced for other people's stuff. Do you know? So I don't know. I'll debate about it. I don't know if that fits here, but yeah, maybe. So I have so I went to see someone yesterday who is near and dear to my heart. I care about a few people's opinions. I hear you. Excellent. So yeah, at any rate, yeah, it matters to me. It does. My opinion of me matters most. right? God's opinion, of course, that goes without saying. But God's opinion to me is already settled. Like God's opinion to me is not dependent upon what I do or don't do. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, period. All right. I'm the beloved of God. I'm the righteousness. I'm ecclesia. I'm called out. That's settled. Like I don't wrestle with God's opinion of me. It's settled. It was settled before I was created. That's what gives me a solid foundation of everything that I do because I don't wrestle with his opinion, right? Our opinions are the one that fluctuate, not his, not God's, not Papa's. I'm settled with that. And so from that vantage point, then, beloved, the opinion that matters most is the opinion that I have of myself. Everybody else can do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? I just have to make the adjustment. If it was my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my whatever, I'd have to make the adjustment. Now, my mama's opinion, I mean, she loved her some Kathy. She called me Kathy. Kathy. I love it. I love it. I love it. But she loved me. She loved me unconditionally. That was a very solid, very satisfying experience to have, that my mama loved me that way. And I pray that my son experiences that. I'm not as good as she was as that at that. I'm far more opinionated than my mama was. So that comes with a little cost. But I hope at some point he's able to say, my mama loved me unconditionally. I don't know. I don't know if he's able to say that or not, though. I don't know. Because, I be wanting him to do certain things certain ways, show up, And my mama, she just accepted me just as I was. She accepted everybody. She was gifted in that way. When I eulogized her funeral, one of the things I said is that she really reminded me of Jesus in that way. That no matter what, no matter who did what, no matter what, she was always accepting. She accepted people. She had an unconditional love, is what I said. She reminded me of Jesus, is that she had an unconditional love. Anyway, y'all. Anyway. Eccentric. Thank you, Devira L. Thank you for posting, for talking. So what about you? What about you? Where are you with that? I'm inviting us to care less, less, and less. For people in my life who matter, who are close to me, and I have a lot of people who are close to me. It does matter to me that their opinion. It does matter. Not so much that I'm gonna be like, bent out of shape, or that I'm not going to be able to, like I'm not, how do I want to say it? If they have an opinion that's different from mine, I'm still okay with moving to the beat of my own drums, right? So I'm okay. Like my trajectory won't be shifted because somebody else says I should do something, because I have to honor what my soul says. Like I can't yield to somebody else's opinion of what I should or should not do, should or should not think, because then my soul is going to be in unrest. That's not acceptable, because I'm not going to be with them. I'm going to be with me 24/7. And me, myself, and I, we got to be good. We got to be good. So I'm okay with like, I'll hear it, I'll honor it, I'll respect it, and then I'll choose. You hear that? I'll hear it, I'll honor it, I'll respect it, and then I'll choose. And that's what that liberty, I want that for all of us. Like if I'm saying I believe this or whatever, and I'm very, very hesitant to tell somebody what I think they ought to do. Like people will ask me often, but even with the invitation, I'm like, I'm going to pause, because I just think that's sacred ground. I think it's sacred ground. So I'm not fast to give my opinion. I'm just not. And if I do it fast, when I come back, I'm like, ooh, what was you doing, girl? What was that all about? And so, yeah. So anyway, move to the beat of your own drum. Move to the beat. Know what your drum beat is like. Know what it's all that, and then move to that beat. So I'm going to see if I can't get these other things up here up. And I want to show you. But yeah, so I'm inviting y'all to tell me what you think about this. Imagine the world if we all decided that we really wanted that, right? We really wanted to be able to move to the beat of our own drums. Imagine a world like that. Imagine that world. if we decided that. Opinions, hear it, honor it, then choose. Yes. Thank you, Devera L. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Imagine a world if we decided that I'm going to increase my eccentricity. I'm going to become a little bit more eccentric. I'm going to care less about what other folk have to think, right? I'm going to care less. So, you know what I'm saying? I've already said the whole point that I mean. That's my point. So I'm not sure what the station, if the station, because I got this in late to them. I'm hoping that they'll be able to share this, and you can barely see it even here. But these are my honorees for today. I want to thank Cynthia Bell, Sabrina Biddle, Pam Bracey, Judith Chapman, Lisa Collier, Durrell Cooper, Joy Creel, Rosetta Edmond, Kimberly Edmond, Erica Horn, Devera L. Robinson, Senator Surratt, and Charles Woods for being monthly supporters. And then we want to thank our Carmen and Antoine Bell and their notary service, Carla Bowie, Thalia Cargile, Don Clark, Valisa Ford. Oh, I got Valisa twice. Marie Harper, Sherry Jemison, Danielle and Tiana Perry, Shiloh Deliverance Church, and Andrea Trait for being For the Love of Its sponsors. All of that goes to More Love Please. So we want to thank everyone for their donations. And look, today you can be a sponsor. We're inviting you to be a supporter, to be a sponsor of a television program, to be a supporter, a monthly supporter. So right now we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 13. I love that. 13 is a magic number. So we're at the perfect number that we're supposed to be at this point in time. Who would have known that our first celebration would have us celebrating 13? That's the number, y'all. That is the number. Y'all know that's my favorite number, right? So, because it was my mama's birthday. Next week is my mama's birthday, the 13th. So, we'll be in celebration of her next week. So look, so we want to get to 100 supporters by December the 25th, a Christmas gift to the universe, right? This is a Christmas gift to the universe because we want to add more love in the world. Imagine what it's like when 100 people are committed to and focused on adding more love into the world. So that's $13 a month, and we want to get to 100 by December the 25th. And we invite you to be a supporter of For the Love of It, or $150 to sponsor a show. So thank you. Now, if you know people who would like to be a part of it, and we want to keep in mind the date, and one of these days I'm gonna get more organized and have things right before my fingertips. But we also have, towards the More Love Please movement, we have a 5K walk that's going to be in Oak Park, and I think it's October the 14th. I believe it's October the 14th. It's going to be in the morning. So prepare for that. We're pulling all those things together. We want to honor Miss Tanya for this being her idea and for her doing the legwork to make this happen. Look, we can't do this thing by ourselves. We really can't. We can't do it by ourselves. And so I just want to, thank you for showing up here. Like, I love it so much better when we're here together. I do. I have so much more fun when we're here together. So good morning, Michael. Good morning. I'm so sorry. About your loss. She was a dear, dear, dear soul. A dear, dear soul. So good to see you, my brother. Michael was my brother from high school. Michael Steve, Michael and Andy. Yes. Andy was a year younger, and Michael was in my grade. So thank you for being on. So good to see you, Michael. So I invite you to go to the website, and I invite you to go to the website, and you know how to do it. If you don't know, then I'm gonna invite you directly to know how to add more love in the world. Like that's my entire goal in life, to add more love into the world. That is my entire goal, is to, how come I can't find this slides, video, extra camera. That ain't it. I don't know what's happening here. But yeah, that's my entire goal, is to add more love into the world, one episode at a time, one action at a time, one walk at a time, right? One possibility at a time. And so this is how we do it, right? This is how we do it. We go to drcatherineejames.com. You know how to do that, right? Um, Thank you, Brian, for sending condolences to Mike. Thank you. And the family. Yes. So go to drcatherinejames.com, click on More Love, Please. And then that'll give you your steps for Let's Be in Action. Add more love into the world. What the world needs now is love. Sweet love is the only thing that there's just too little of, is what I don't necessarily agree with that. There's a lot of things it's just too little of. But go here, be in action, love yourself first. It'll spread. That'll be half of it. And then donate $13 a month or be a sponsor. And this is how you do it. And so thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And again, we want to honor our sponsors and supporters this morning. Thank you. Thank all of you for showing up the way that you do. And if you know some people, invite them to be a part. You just go to the website and join. And be sure to join us today. Be sure to join us today at I have no idea what I'm talking about here. Be sure to join us today. Oh, where's my Facebook thing here? Is it gone? Did I cut it out? Yeah. So anyway, as we I know WHPR TV Detroit. That's where I want to take you. Join us at Lightcast. That's where I want to invite you. Show it on the screen. Let's get rid of Dr. Catherine E. James. Let's do that here. Yes, here we go. Today from 11:30 to 12:30. We've got, so if you go here, WHPRTV.com, then if you click on WHPR Detroit Live, it's going to take you to the live play, or sometimes you can just go to live cast, right? And then you'll see me live. You will see me live, doing the thing. I love you. I'm inviting you to love yourself more, to love yourself thoroughly, to love yourself consistently, to do that. Because when you do that, the world is a better place. Life is better. We're stronger. We're just, the world does need more love. Our homes need more love. Our relationships need more love. Our schools, our workplaces need more love. Our neighborhoods need more love. Our countries need more love. We need more love. And it starts with us. We can't expect someone else to do it for us. It starts with us. I love you. I'm working to love me more so I have more love for you, have more love for me so I can show up in the ways that Papa has created me to show up and that you've been created to show up. So all the things. I'll see you all later as we celebrate. We are celebrating sponsors and supporters, and we got a sticky note stuck. So anyway, sponsors and supporters, we're celebrating. I love y'all. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I, we are amazing more than we ever know. See you soon. Bye-bye for now. See you at the broadcast.